once you install Windows 7, there are things that you can, there are add-on software that you can install on it that can help you in getting more out of your PC and, make sure that it's actually usable because Windows as an OS is not exactly the whole thing that a computer is supposed to be. So let's see what all we will be covering today. Just a moment, let me share my screen. Okay, so I suppose my screen is visible. Here I have a PowerPoint that I will be using cues from to talk about the software that I will be. So just to begin with, I blog on beingmanan.com and my Twitter handle is Manan. And during this presentation also you can participate in a contest being held courtesy Microsoft India and Mira Windows. You can win a Microsoft Arc mouse. So I will let you know the icon and how you can participate in this a bit later. So yeah, here's it. I'll be letting you know a question and application feature icon from Windows, and you have to identify what it is and drop in an email to contest@mirawindows.com. The seventh correct answer in the inbox wins the Microsoft Arc mouse. So you can find hints at Microsoft India's Twitter handle and at Mira Windows Twitter handle. So with that aside, let's begin with the session. So here's a quick look at what I'll be covering. I'll be talking about a little bit about the live apps by Microsoft, the Security Essentials, and also some third-party tools that I find might help you increase your productivity while working on your PC. So to begin with, Windows Live Mail. Now, after Vista, Microsoft has, dropped out a lot of applications that were bundled in Vista and even in Windows XP. The rationale behind that is that now with this, Microsoft is capable of having a separate cycle of releases for these essential softwares and not having to bundle them with the OS, which would mean that, you upgrade them with a service pack, you upgrade their functionality, add new features with a service pack or an entirely new OS. So the new Live Suite or the Live Essentials package consists of Windows Live Mail, Live Messenger, Windows Movie Maker, Photo Gallery, Live Writer, Family Safety, and two more additional add-ons that you can use. So coming to Windows Live Mail now, Windows 7, as I said, won't be coming with a mail application bundle. So you can download Windows Live Mail, which is going to be free. So the reason I suggest Windows Live Mail is, it's a Windows app, it's a Microsoft application, so it has better integration with with Windows as an OS. It's got a consistent UI and a lot of other features that it integrates well with. So one of the features is it's POP and IMAP support. That's quite obvious. You can have multiple email accounts that you can set. The beauty of Windows Live Mail is actually felt when you're using Hotmail. Now, I agree that a lot of people don't actually use Hotmail, and Hotmail seems to be like a taboo in the mail industry. But to be honest, it's a fairly good and a stable email client and email service. And with Windows Live Mail, you actually, the web interface might not be that awesome, but when you're using Hotmail with Windows Live Mail, it's an entirely different experience. Plus, you can have, your signatures. You can have HTML5 as your signatures, which is really awesome as far as I'm concerned. And the other reason why I actually like Live Mail is because of the RSS reading capability. It's a full-fledged RSS reader. One application, you can handle your news groups, you can handle your RSS, and even your email. It practically remains online as soon as my PC starts. The whole time it's there. Plus, it's got Contacts Manager and it syncs with the live calendar as well. So I'll just run you through a short demo of Windows Live Mail on my desktop itself. So this is how it looks, and you've got your tabs here. You've got quick views, through which you can kind of go through items. If you have multiple accounts like I have, all the unread email that you have can be just viewed from here, from one tab itself. If you have like 3 emails here, 4 emails in the other account, unread email will collate all of them and you can see them here itself. So the other neat little feature that I find is, the ability to flag items. So I read a lot of RSS feeds and I get a lot of email that I need to mark for a later time to go through, or kind of I might be needing them for a blog post or whatever. So I simply kind of flag them, and then they come in my flagged items, so I have access to them whenever I need to. So it kind of helps me filtering the content that I find really essential, and the content I can just leave behind. So plus these are all folders, since this is my Hotmail account. These are folders that are synced with my Hotmail account online. So if I go onto the web interface, I'll find the same folders and the same content. So if I were to delete an email, the same email would be deleted from the Hotmail web interface as well. So that way, with Hotmail, it works perfectly fine. And this is a POP account that I have configured. It works flawlessly. And if you're using Gmail, then I'd suggest you use IMAP. But I don't really suggest a lot of people to use IMAP because for one simple reason, IMAP kind of slows down live mail, even Outlook at times. So Gmail's got a pretty decent web client. So if you're using Gmail, the web client most of the times. And now coming to, let's say, contacts, it's got a pretty decent list of contacts that you can kind of create your contacts and add them and send them emails, etc. Calendar. Now, this is one of my favorite features, and I use this quite often. So with Windows Live, they've refreshed the whole calendar application, the calendar feature that they give, and the awesome thing is you can kind of sync your online calendar with your desktop using live mail itself. So it's not just an email client or an RSS reader and the contact manager. It allows you to manage your calendar events. So you can choose to have certain events private or personal. You can choose them not to be shown online to a public, etc. So all that functionality is available. Coming to the RSS feed reader. Now, one of the reasons that I suggested that you use Windows Live Mail is because it has integration with the OS and Windows. So now, for example, if there is now it integrates beautifully with Internet Explorer. Right? Internet Explorer. So if you browsing a site and Internet Explorer, you come across a RSS feed that you want to subscribe to. So Internet Explorer already allows you to kind of click on an RSS feed icon, and it will show you the feed. And if you want to subscribe to this, you just click to subscribe, add it to a folder you want to. I won't add this because I already have been subscribed to this feed here. So the point is, if you simply click on subscribe to this feed and give a folder, it will automatically live Windows Live Mail, or that feed will automatically be subscribed to within Windows Live Mail, and all your feeds over there will also be shown here. So that way, if you want to use it, it's pretty awesome. However, if let's say you use another browser like Opera or Chrome, you can copy the feed URL and simply add your feed, and you can see it in your folder, in your hierarchy over here. Now, I have only one folder which contains all of my RSS, but that's not a necessity. You can create multiple folders according to whatever your preferences. You can filter your feeds, etc., etc. Even within all feeds, you can you have the functionality to filter depending upon how you want to, if you want to figure out, filter your feeds. If I want my flagged items, I can just sort them by flag and I can see them. If I want them to be sorted by date, I can get that as well. So they've added features and made sure that they are usable by adding those little tiny user experience add-ons that help you get more out of the software itself. So that was a small demo on Windows Live Mail. Talking about Live Messenger. Now, Live Messenger has gone through various life cycles from what it was at one point of time, and now it is pretty much come to a stage where you can say that it's really functional and elegant looking as far as the UI is concerned. So some of the features are groups. Now, if you have groups, if you've gone to home.live.com, you have the ability to subscribe to uh, groups that you can create based on your user preferences. If you have a group of friends, you can kind of collate them into one group. And the beauty of it is Windows Live Messenger in itself will filter your contacts based on those groups. If you created a couple of groups of your friends, it will it'll show all the groups that I am subscribed to. Now let's say I'm subscribed to Mera Windows group, I'm subscribed to the Microsoft Bloggers Connect India group and the MVP group. So or the contacts that are there in that group will be listed here, which kind of makes it pretty easy to use and segregate and figure out your friends, etc. The other features are it syncs with Windows Live Mail as well. So, if you want to go through your mail, you can just click on this icon and open up the window of your of Windows Live Mail. Even if you get a new email or something like that, it'll pop up. There'll be a pop-up on the right bottom of your screen that says that there's a new email, and you can kind of view the email there itself. Plus, there are customization options such as this little screen that you can customize to whatever you feel. There are some preset given customization options. And these are similar to the ones that you get on home.live.com. So just let me show you. If you were to go to home.live.com, you can see that there's a background here, which you can change to whatever you feel like. You can have the same design over there or vice versa. You can have them different, whatever you want to. So that's up to you. So they've allowed you a level of customization options. You can change your avatars. Now, one of the neat little things that I find is the ability to have dynamic changing pictures. Now let's say if you have what we usually call an avatar. So if you have your own avatars, you can have emoticons showing your photograph for different moods. Now I'll just give you a quick demo. I won't go very deep into it. But if you see here, there's this smile icon. Now if I was to take one picture of mine, I can take one picture and I could just have my normal face here. The face that I want to be shown when I'm smiling, I can, kind of have it here. So whenever I use this emoji icon, my display picture will also change on Messenger. That's kind of cool. You're smiling, your display picture changes to smile. If you're frowning, that changes. So that's pretty cool. That was about Windows Live Messenger. Yep. And coming to Windows Movie Maker. One second, just let me go through the questions that I have. There seems to be some problem with my voice. Let me just confirm if my voice is. So just let me know if my voice is a little bit low. I wonder why, but I'll just try to be a little louder. So if you're having difficulties hearing my voice, just let me know through the chat window. I will be a little louder. I'm just getting a couple of pings. Just hold on for a moment. Let me check again. Okay, so if my voice is clear now, just let me know through the chat window so that I can continue with my laptop mic instead of my telephone. Venkata just pinged. Okay, cool. So seems sorted. And Venkata is in. Thanks a lot, Venkata. Okay, Vasu also confirmed that the voice is much better now. Great. So anyway, just in case you missed it, if there were some clarity issues, I've talked about Windows Live Mail, I've talked about Windows Live Messenger, how these two services are integrated into the OS, how these two services integrate with the OS and kind of make the user experience pretty good. So I think I will kind of run down with both of those products once again once I'm done with the entire presentation and if there's time left. Anyway, going on to Movie Maker. Now, Windows Movie Maker was a part of Vista, but same as there was Windows Mail in Vista, but now it's been made a part of the Live Suite, and it is kind of dicey. I'm not really very sure about this move because for connections like the ones in India, it might be a problem of downloading and upgrading this software again and again because it's meant for editing videos. It's a bit big in size. But anyway, the features that it offers and the ability now that Microsoft has to upgrade Movie Maker in a shorter period of life cycle makes it worthwhile. So Movie Maker as a software allows you a lot of basic options that you need if you have videos with you. If you take quick videos using your video camera or your digital camera, quick family videos or little TV videos that you take. So Movie Maker allows you to edit them pretty nicely. You can create slideshows of your photographs and set them at various time intervals. You can show credit transitions, etc. The other beautiful feature about Live Movie Maker is the ability to kind of share your videos across various aspects, be it the offline mode or the online mode. So I'll just go through a quick demo of Live Movie Maker. So this is the new screen that welcomes you when you start Windows Live Movie Maker. And if you were to start editing a video, for example, I'll just take one video from Channel 9 series, and to add a video to your window, if you want to edit it, you just simply need to drag and drop the video here, and the Windows Movie Maker will do the rest. So you can see that now you have a timeline of the video that you can, drag through using your mouse. So you directly want to jump here, you can jump here, and this gives you the ability to trim at particular time intervals exactly. So now you can, kind of browse through the entire video yourself and then trim it or remove it, rotate it, etc. So let's have a look at a couple of features that there are. So these are visual effects that there are by default that have been provided. So you can check these effects, how they change your video in real time. You just apply that filter and browse through, and you can see how your video would look in that particular effect of in that particular visual effect. Plus, you have options like it allows you to change certain parameters. Now, if I mirror it vertically, you can just have a look how weird it would look. But anyway, the point is that you've got a lot of options to customize and tweak your video to whatever you like. If you take a video, you can easily make it better. So let's go to the original, and as I was saying, you can add titles and captions, etc. You can start a credit. Now let's say if I want to add credits to this, so I just click on credits, and then I have options like now how I want this credit slide to appear, now when it should start, how long it should be there, the background color of the slide, how it should animate itself. All those options are available. So I'll thank Channel 9 for this wonderful series that was on Microsoft Hardware Labs. So here it goes. So after your video, you can have this. Similarly, you're going to play that slide. Similarly, you can have this slide at the starting point. You can show who all is there, what all is there, your family members' name, etc., what will be showing, etc. So, plus a lot of other options like rotating the slide, rotating the things, etc. The actual fun of using this software is basically not, when I'm giving you a demo, it might appear that, I might not be able to give you an actual experience of using these software, because at the end of the day, it is when you actually get down to using it that you realize, oh cool, this little feature is also there in this software. That makes the entire fun of using the software a lot different as an experience. As I said, you have the ability to directly share your video on YouTube. Plus, you have the ability to, Windows Live Movie Maker gives specifications for videos when you want to share them. Now, if let's say if you want to make a high def video, it will tell you that this is the estimated file size, this will be the bit rate, etc. They already have pre-configured these specifications. So when you save the video file, you don't have to go into a drop down and figure out, okay, I want this. I want the buffer rate to be this, I want this aspect ratio this, I want bit rate this, audio, etc. You don't have to do it. Now if you want to have it for a 720p screen, you just click on this and it will tell you that, save it as a WMV file. As far as the configuration of the video is concerned, Live Movie Maker will take care of that. So in that respect, it's pretty awesome. So we just close this and go back to our presentation. Okay, live photo gallery. This is one of the features that I expect a lot of people to be using, or not essentially Windows Live Photo Gallery people can be using, Picasso for that matter. But the thing is, arranging of photographs and kind of having a photographs in a way that is easy to find, easy to show others,
is something that is becoming more of a necessity and more of a part of one's digital experience. With the ease of clicking photographs with digital cameras, digital video cameras, etc., your cell phone cameras, people have been sharing photographs a lot more as compared to what it was earlier when we had those normal roll-based cameras. So live photo gallery on the if you were to take it on face value, these are the little features that it offers. You can arrange your photographs based on descriptive tags that you can give each photograph. You can filter your photographs based on date. You can rate your photographs. You can even tag people. Now, this isn't face identification that is available in some other software, but you can, kind of tag people so that, and then you can filter your photographs based on that particular person. The other neat little feature that Live Photo Gallery allows is you to fix your photographs, make certain changes to your photographs. Now, when we take a photograph from a digital camera, it's not necessarily the best of quality. There's a little bit of shake, there's red eye, color differences a little bit here and there. So Windows Live Photo Gallery allows you to make those basic and certain adjustments into your photograph. Plus, then it allows you to, kind of share, just like Live Movie Maker gives you the ease of use to share your photographs. Live Photo Gallery also allows you to do that. So let's have a quick demo of Live Photo Gallery. Okay, so thank you, Apple, but no thank you right now. Anyway, yeah, so this is Live Photo Gallery. When you open it, now this is my wallpaper folder, so it will show all my photographs that are there in that particular folder. Plus, as I was saying, that you can filter your photographs, you can sort your photographs rather than filter based on descriptive tags. You can give each photograph certain tags that you want. So you can, kind of then you can filter your photographs based on those tags, based on people. Now, if you click on this, it will show photographs that have been tagged. Neat little feature here. The people, the groups or you create, or the groups that you create on Windows Live, it will, for adding friends, etc., on on home.live.com, it will bring those people tags into Live Photo Gallery as well. So whatever photographs you tag online for home.live.com, they will be synced to Photo Gallery here as well, which is pretty neat because you get the entire the ability to kind of sync and enjoy the cloud, because when you edit a photograph online, you add tags online, they sync to your desktop, makes using them quite interesting. So as I was saying, now let's take, for example, this photograph. I was talking about certain options that are there to adjust the picture. So this is like, you can change the colors of your picture to suit whatever you want. If your photograph is too bright, you can edit the composure, you can straighten the photograph. They've got a grid, and then you can rotate your photograph and straighten it, because as I said, we don't always get the perfect shot in a raw image. You've got a red eye, black and white effects. You can sharpen your picture. So the basic point is the software in itself, it's free. B, it gives you a lot of functionality, for a simple user. Now, these little features might not be a huge bonus for someone who's a photography expert, or who's even an intermediate level photographer or a Photoshop artist, but for a daily user who doesn't want to be annoyed by a plethora of options, Windows Live Photo Gallery gives you the options that one would require at minimum, at basic. Beyond this, if you want to tweak your photographs, of course, you've got software like Photoshop, Paint.net, etc. So, yeah, and as I was talking about sharing, there are plugins available. You can directly publish a photograph on Flickr. You can email them. You can print them. As I was saying, offline mode. Now, if you were supposed to, you can actually make a quick movie of a lot of, if you've got a couple of images, you can make a movie of them and burn it on a CD, DVDs, give it to your friends, etc. And basically it allows you to share your digital experience more easily. It arranges them in a very good manner, and then on top of it allows you to arrange the whole thing quite well. So that was a quick look at Windows Live Photo Gallery. So we'll close this and go back to our presentation. Okay, now the next thing is Windows Live Writer. A lot of y'all may not be avid bloggers, but this is one software that needs to be talked to when you talk about the Live Suite. Now, Windows Live Writer, hands down, is one of the best blogging tool by anyone for that matter. Now, it's to some level, you can even say that Windows Live Writer is one of the best free software given by Microsoft itself. The features it offers, it actually changed a lot of things for a lot of average bloggers who are not so excited, who are not so regular bloggers. Even when they've seen the demos of Windows Live Writer, they've realized that, blogging can be a lot more fun. You don't usually have to have an internet access and go through your browser to your dashboard and then write your post. You can add images, you can edit images to a level, you can do all sorts of things. You can manage multiple accounts from this one software itself. It makes blogging a lot more fun, a lot more easier. So I will just give a quick demo of Windows Live Writer. So this is what is Windows Live Writer in its current form. On your right, you can list your blogs. You can manage your blogs. You can add or edit different blogs. If you want to, the good thing about Live Writer is the ease of use, as I said. So, if you have a WordPress blog or a Blogger blog, you just have to select this, go through the wizard, just enter your username, password, basic account settings, and then it's all set. You got to do nothing more. The best part, the other good feature is, you can use your you can preview your post, whatever you write within Live Writer itself, and it will give you a basic preview of how your post will look online when you publish it. So, having multiple blogs, being able to, if I'm writing a blog post for one of my blogs, and if I feel halfway down the line, I feel that, this blog post should go on another blog. So all I have to do is just select my other blog from the drop-down list, and that's it. It's done. I don't have to do anything other than just selecting my other blog, and Live Writer takes care of everything else. You've got the ability to save drafts. You've got the ability to make tables, spell checker. It comes in really handy. Most of the browsers do have the spell checker, but quite a lot don't. So the spell checker is one of the most needed things for any blogger. And of course, the add-ons that are the good thing about the entire Live Suite is Microsoft has allowed third-party developers to kind of write open source plugins for their software, which enhances your usability. So if I was supposed to embed some of my Facebook photographs, I can just do so using one of these, using the Facebook plugin. I can log in and it will pull all my images, all my albums, and then I can just add whatever image I want to. First, you can tag your photographs, you can map them, you can even backdate and schedule your your blog posts, etc. So in that sense, LiveWriter gives you a lot of flexibility when you're actually blogging. If you want to, let's say if I want to add a photograph, I'll just quickly take one of the photographs and now on your right you can see a lot of options. You can give, now if I wanted to, if I write something, I can set margins so that my image is separate, my image and text can be separated, my other images can be separated. You can align your photographs how you want them to be. Borders. Now, this is one little neat feature that you have, so you can change the way your photograph look. Let's say if I want rounded corners, I just have to go to the right menu and choose the rounded corners. Border will take care of it. If you want a Polaroid kind photo instant photograph border, you can just select it from the drop down and it's there. Plus, there are a lot more options, like you can watermark your photographs from here itself. Just type in the tag and you have the ability to choose the font size, the position. So it will do that. You can tilt the photographs, change the contrast. A lot of features that a blogger now, usually when you're uploading some photographs, there are minor adjustments that you need to make, and you don't need to necessarily open up Photoshop to do all of those. So LiveWriter helps you in that sense as far as photographs, etc. are concerned. Plus, if you want to hand code, if you want to change a couple of codes, you want to add some tags or whatever, you can go into the source of your article and make those changes as well. You can preview them, edit them. Your categories now. LiveWriter will automatically sync the categories that you have online on your actual blog. So it's not that it's not some random category, but now let's say if I go to my main blog, and now these are the categories that I have on my main blog, so I can select it and it will fall into that WordPress category itself. As far as even the tags, it will sync the tags as well. So these are the tags that I've used in the past. So I can choose from any of these tags without having to, kind of remember all of those tags that I have. So LiveWriter, a very essential software for any blogger. Best part, it's free, it's from Microsoft, it works really well. Okay, next up is Microsoft Security Essentials. A lot of news has been about this. You must have heard about it. It's a free antivirus software from Microsoft. Now, with Vista, Microsoft Windows is one of the most widely used operating system and thereby one of the most targeted by most of the hackers. Now, a lot of people use pirated antivirus software. I really don't understand the rationale behind using a pirated antivirus. If your antivirus is pirated itself, what are you trying to protect yourself from? So, that's one concern. The second is a lot of these free antiviruses consume a lot of memory, consume a lot of resources on your system. So again, they become more of a problem when you're using your computer than actually, helping you have your computer safe and secure and letting you do your work. So a lot of this went back and forth with Microsoft, and they finally fine-tuned one of their antivirus software and they're giving it for free. It's called Microsoft Security Essentials. It is free, it is lightweight, and it's got a really good looking icon. Now, I usually don't say this, and this has nothing to do with the competition also, but you got to appreciate Microsoft where it deserves credit. The icon of Security Essentials is a pretty neat looking icon. Anyway, so talking about the antivirus program itself, Windows Vista and Windows 7 both came with Windows Defender, which is an anti-malware program. But once you install Microsoft Security Essentials, Defender is disabled and Security Essentials will take care of the anti-malware and the antivirus itself. Best part about Security Essentials, it works on Windows XP as well. So you've got all those settings that you usually require in any antivirus program. You can exclude file types, you can exclude processes, you can set your default actions, what you want to do. You can see a history of all the actions that have been taken place. So if there are any detected items, it will show them, and if your default action is to quarantine them, all those will be quarantined. So if there are any quarantined items, you can select them and you can restore them. As you see, the option is grayed out, but you can restore them, you can remove individual items, or you can remove all of those items. So that is up to you. The software in itself, small setup file, stays in the background, does not annoy you. The verdict is out. Windows Security Essential might not be the best and the whole and soul of security in terms of protecting you, but it is a fairly decent and a must-have. If you don't want to pay for something like an Auth32 or Kaspersky, Security Essentials will work for you without any issues. You can be rest assured about that. So as I was saying, that Live Messenger gives you a pop-up if you have an email, so you can just see that a demo of it as well. So anyway, since I've spoken about viruses, the other thing is about using your PC, making certain restrictions for certain accounts, sandboxing certain accounts, etc. With Windows 7 and Vista, Microsoft came out with a feature that would enable the parents to control for how long do their children use the PC. Now, in my house, it actually works the other way around. I can create an account and I can, restrict for how long my parents use the computer. But yeah, that depends on who's using it for the long time. So Windows the parental controls are built into Windows, and you don't need to do anything about. You just need to configure them based on your user accounts. So we'll just have a look at that. Go into Control Panel, search for parental controls, and yep, there it is. So you will see a list of users that are there on the machine, and then you can kind of select a user and define the security or the restriction settings that you want to. Now, if I enforce the current settings of parental control, I have options like time limit. I can limit how long this user can log in. I can block specific programs, and I can allow or disallow games based on the title or the rating. Windows allows, with Windows Vista and Windows 7, there's this game window that comes, which will download metadata of a game from the internet, and it will show you options like, what are the ratings of this game, are these games for under a certain age, or anyone can play it. So you can use those ratings of the games within your user account and restrict and make sure that your child isn't doing what he shouldn't be. So this is for the software and the user account itself. But Windows Live Suite gives you a program called Family Safety that will allow you to protect and restrict certain websites or certain type of content online, based on user accounts, based on live account IDs, etc. So you can, if you install it, pretty good if you've got if you've got children around and you want to make sure that they don't go to sites they shouldn't be. So Family Safety takes care of that as well. The third in this category would be a software called Steady State that is available as an independent download from Microsoft.com. What Steady State allows you to do is, let's say if I create an account by the name of Steve Jobs, and I don't want Steve to be doing a lot of installing a lot of stuff on the PC. So what I do is I enable Steady State for that particular user account called Steve, and every time Steve comes, he sits on the PC, he installs something, it will be installed only for that one particular session where he has logged in. The moment he logs off, gone. All the changes that he had done will be undone. So for cyber cafes or your own PC, when you want to allow a friend, or you got a younger brother who really annoys you by wanting to install all sorts of weird software on the PC, you just give him a steady state. You just enable steady state for his account and tell him that, you know what, install what you want to. Once you log off, it's all gone. So your PC stays secure, because this is one of the, it allows you to sandbox your PC. So the viruses, at times a lot of viruses that make certain changes into your system, all of that will be undone as well. So that is about security and restriction to an extent, just an overview. Talking about third-party software. Now, let's say, as I said before, the Windows by itself is not one of the best things that you should be using on computer. You need a lot of third-party software to enhance the usability. These are certain third-party software that I personally would suggest that you can try out. Now, a lot of us use bookmarks, and the thing is that we want these bookmarks to be synced with, if we were to go to another browser, or if we don't have our own PC and we need a certain bookmark, there are times that we feel like, you know what, hey, these bookmarks should be available somewhere on the cloud. Now, Xmarks is a third-party tool, is an add-on for Internet Explorer, which enables you to do so. So you install Xmarks and and it will sync all your bookmarks to an account that you create on Xmarks website, and you can access it via the web if you want to. You can, if you change your PC or you go onto another PC, if you have another desktop and a laptop. So you go onto your desktop, you install Xmarks, you log into Xmarks, and it will download all your bookmarks. And your desktop, cloud, and your laptop, the bookmarks remain synced within all of these three components. So essentially, you have your bookmarks wherever you go. The other, this is a plugin for Windows Live Photo Gallery and Windows Live Movie Maker. This is called the Live Upload plugin. So this basically allows you to be able to upload your videos and photographs to Facebook, for example. Now, Facebook serves a lot of images for a lot of people. Facebook is one website that has changed the way people share images. But to be honest, as a user, Facebook's image uploader isn't that awesome. It's Java based and slows down the whole computer, and it's got a lot of problems with it. So within Live Photo Gallery, if you install this plugin, it will allow you to upload your images directly over there without, you can just select your photographs, you can create an album, and it will allow. If you want, I can just show you a quick demo. Sorry. So now if I want to share these three images, I can just use Live Upload to Facebook. When you run it for the first time, it will ask you for your login credentials. It will take you to Facebook, and it will ask you to, kind of verify, give it offline access. And once that's done, it will show you the user IDs, users that you've configured. So I select my user, and these are the images that the albums that I've already created. So if I want to put this in a certain album, I can do it. Or if I want to create a new album, I can do that as well. I can set my privacy settings for the album as well. So in that sense, this plugin really helps you in using Live Photo Gallery in a much better way in sharing your albums and photographs. The other little software that I use a lot is MP3 Tag. A lot of times we get songs from various sources, and their tags aren't, kind of really well set up, the album art, etc. So MP3 Tag is a third-party software which you can use to edit the album art MP3 tag allows you to embed the album art as a meta of the song itself. It's not a separate file that is copied in a folder or hidden folder, but it's embedded into the song itself. So you don't have to worry about whether the album art will be copied onto the drive when you move a song or not. The fourth software is SkyDrive Explorer. I came across this day before yesterday or yesterday on Twitter itself. SkyDrive Explorer will create a folder in your My Computer, as you can see, and you can access all your folders on SkyDrive from here itself. Boom. Okay, while Explorer comes back, we'll give that another try. Yep, I guess it's working now. So SkyDrive Explorer will create a folder, create a link in My Computer itself. When you double click, you can kind of access all your SkyDrive folders from within Explorer itself. So, which actually helps you a lot when if you're a regular SkyDrive user, if you've got a lot of images on SkyDrive, if you use SkyDrive to share images a lot. SkyDrive Explorer, a recommended software in that case. So those were some of my third-party software recommendations. Now, coming to the contest. So this is the icon that I have for you. So this is one icon. If you know what the icon is, you can email your answer to contest@merawindows.com. The hints for what this icon is will be available via the Twitter handles of Mera Windows and Microsoft India. So you can check out if you've not found out what it is, you can check out these hints. Drop the answer to contest@merawindows.com. The 7th entry will be winning an Arc mouse courtesy Microsoft India. That's the icon. So hope you see the icon again. And yeah, that's about it from my end. I blog on beingmanan.com. My Twitter handle is Manan. And I also have a podcast that I co-host with a friend of mine, Abhishek Bakshi. You can hear the podcast at bit.ly/mstalk. So if you have any questions, please just let me know through the Q&A panel. Yes, I will. Okay, so if I'm done, I think I will stop sharing my screen. In case you guys have any questions, let me know through the Q&A panel so that I can answer them. If there's any feedback other than the initial sound problems, do let me know. Again, for the Arc mouse, you need to send an email at contest@merawindows.com with what that icon is for. Hints can be got through the Twitter handles of Microsoft India and Mera Windows. So seeing no questions, either my presentation was that good or it was that bad. Either case, thank you very much for joining in. This was my first session via live meeting. Hope it was good. We'll be terminating the connection. Enjoy Windows 7. Have a good time. In case you have any queries, just drop me an email or let me know on Twitter.